get you started.
All right, good afternoon. Again, I am Tom Blair, the St. Louis District Engineer for the Missouri Department of Transportation. We're here to provide updates on our operations for this winter storm. And first up, I'd like our partner from National Weather Service to share information. That's Ben Herzog.
All right, so the snow has started to wind down this afternoon. It's much lighter now than it was this morning. It should be exiting the St. Louis region probably around 4 p.m. or so, and then exiting kind of the Missouri, Illinois area closer to 6 or so. Looking at maybe another inch of snow, but you may notice that it has gotten kind of windy outside. We're looking at wind gusts around 25 miles an hour that's blowing that snow around. Those gusts are going to stay about that high until sunset, drop off a bit after that, but it is going to remain windy overnight, and that's going to kind of lead us into our next hazard with this winter storm, and that's the extreme cold that's on our way. Looks like overnight, low temperatures are going to be below zero, maybe as low as -5. And with those winds that I mentioned, those wind chills are going to be closer to -15 or -20. So that is extremely cold, very dangerous conditions outside. So we're encouraging people to stay inside. They do have to go outside, just bundle up as much as you can, dress in layers, and just limit your exposure to those temperatures. As we look forward to the rest of this week, that cold it's here to stay. We're going to struggle to get above freezing at all for the next week. It looks like on Tuesday we might get up to around 30 degrees, and that is the warmest day of the week. And so this cold's going to stick around. The snow is going to stick around. Over the next few days, this light, fluffy snow is probably going to get blown around a bit as well. So if you're out there shoveling, you may notice that some of that snow gets blown back onto your driveway. So that's all that I've got. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. From dusk to dawn and beyond, the MoDOT teams have been pushing back against this storm to restore the roadways to near normal condition. I'd like to share a closer look at some of the incredible efforts that our team has been putting into battling this storm. And I want to remind everybody that MoDOT activated our statewide winter response back on Wednesday. Didn't start snowing in St. Louis till Saturday morning, but we started this officially back on Wednesday. Statewide, we have 3,000 team members all across MoDOT that are working around the clock, 2 shifts per day, to clear more than 33,000 miles of state-owned highways. MoDOT's crew will keep working 24/7, and while full recovery is yet to take a few days, near normal conditions are on the way. Despite the extreme cold temperatures and heavy snowfall, our crews have moved a lot of snow from Missouri's roadways. We still have a lot to remove, though. While treatments are less effective in these conditions, plowing still remains the most reliable way to clear this winter weather. And we are committed at MoDOT to do just that very thing, to keep you all safe. Now, a reminder, our crews are always focused first on interstates and other major highways, and then move to secondary routes. This approach ensures that we address the highest volume corridors first. They're most quickly cleared to keep that essential travel moving. Some information about statewide performance since we last spoke. Statewide, the winter weather hasn't really been messing around, so it's not just a St. Louis storm, but neither has MoDOT. MoDOT crews are fighting this around the clock, and MoDOT crews an hour ago had traveled over 679,000 miles and counting. 679,000 miles. That's a lot of miles, and we still have a lot of work to do. Also, roads across the state, if you look at our travel information map, are still largely either covered or partially covered at this time. Statewide, though, I'm happy to tell you that our Kansas City district was reporting to us just a short time ago that the sun came out. So we may be a day late here in St. Louis, like Ben said, but we have some light at the end of the tunnel, and that sun is really going to help us when it does get here, possibly a day from now. MoDOT team really wants to sincerely thank all of you, all the motorists who have stayed off the roads and given us the space so that we could do our job of clearing the roads and keeping Missouri safe. Your cooperation and your sacrifices have made a big difference. Thank you. Unfortunately, we need to continue to ask for your help so that we can perform our job. We need you to continue to stay off the road a little bit longer to give us room to most efficiently clear the roadways. If you must drive before you get out on the road, I really strongly encourage you to go to MoDOT's traveler information map. You can download the app on your phone. You can go to it on the website, but look at the traveler information map. Our team across the state work really hard not to just clear the roads, but keep that map updated. It shows you the conditions of roads that you're considering driving on. Do that first before you decide to drive. Also, right here behind me and across the state, we have live dedicated team members that will answer the phone. So you can always call MoDOT's toll-free customer service number at 888-ASK-MoDOT, which is 888-275-6636. And they will help you understand what the road conditions are on the routes that you're looking. If you do decide to drive after all that, please buckle up, phone down, and slow down. Give the plows and emergency vehicles plenty of room. Please do not tailgate them or pass them. Also consider strongly about tailgating others that are on the road or passing them. I want to especially stress for those that have decided to get on the roads today, possibly tomorrow, you must travel at a lower speed. You need to travel at the speed for the conditions of the road that you are on. I believe the Highway Patrol in a moment is probably going to tell you some stuff about speed and the factor that it plays, in the crashes that we have seen. Finally, on safety, I wanted to say if you do slide off the road, please stay inside your vehicle and keep your seatbelt fastened until help arrives. One more thing is to say to help us clear these roads, to keep these roads safe. Please do not push your snow from your driveway or your parking lot into our state highways. We have many cases where that causes us not only to have to go back, but it also causes a very dangerous condition when we have windrows of snow that have been pushed there from private driveways and parking lots. As I said Friday, if you want a secret, if you want to know how to keep your driveway clear when that snowplow comes by, go to our website at MoDOT.org. We have a really good video about how to shovel your driveway and help keep it clear. It's a method that prevents snow from piling back up. So again, I encourage everybody to look at that. As the storm has swept across Missouri, MoDOT crews have been in action, plowing and clearing roads to keep drivers safe. From early morning to late at night, their mission has been simple: to restore travel as quickly and safely as possible. Now I'd like to introduce Bob Becker, the St. Louis maintenance engineer for MoDOT. He'll share a little inside look at that fight that our team has been in.
Thanks, Tom. Like I said, I'm Bob Becker, District Maintenance Engineer for the MoDOT St. Louis District. And the snow is slowing down out there, but it's still snowing. So those roads are covered. We're showing everything covered on our map right now. The interstates are probably in the best shape because that's where we spend. That's our top priority, keeping those interstates open. Those areas of concern, ramps, intersections, they're not getting the constant treatment. So those places, as you're getting off the road, be careful. Those lower volume roads or those side streets that aren't our priority, they've been hit. We've gotten over all our roads, but we've also got 6 to 8 inches of snow today. So it may look like we haven't been there. We have been, and we'll continue to do that tonight. We've talked about this was mainly a plowing event, and that's what we've been doing. And that's what we'll do tonight and the rest of the day and tonight. We'll be pushing things back, getting that thin as possible on those roadways so we can, when we do start treating tomorrow, when the sun comes out tomorrow, it'll be very effective in getting that off the roadway as fast as we can. We've been fully staffed for this storm. We are fully staffed. Tom talked about, we've got 1,500 trucks statewide and 200 in this district working around the clock 24/7 in order to keep the roads in the best condition we can as it's snowing and get them clear as soon as we can once it quits snowing. We've limited our treatment for these storms with as much volume has come down and the cold temperatures. It doesn't work as well. So that's what's been going on. Like I said, crews will be out all night. They'll be pushing back ramps, intersections, working on those low volume routes, getting those things opened up. But it is going to be hard. We're supposed to get below zero tonight. That makes everything more difficult for what we're doing tomorrow, or today and tomorrow. And Tomorrow for the morning rush, there's still going to be snow out there. There's still going to be some snow on the roadway. Those roads aren't going to be clean. So please be careful as you're out there doing that. If you do have to travel tomorrow, make sure you're doing that. So I ask you for tomorrow morning, especially, and today even. If you can limit your travel, that would be greatly appreciated. That allows us to do our jobs and you get around safely. We had a minimal amount of problems or issues across the state really yesterday. Because of those issues, because of everybody staying home, that helped a lot. We had some problems, but there was no long-term issues, and that was greatly appreciated. If you do have to get out, slow down. Give yourself plenty of room. Your car won't react like it normally does in these conditions, so please be careful. Give us plenty of room while we're out there, because when we're out there, if something happens, goes wrong, we can't get around. We can't do our job either, so please give us plenty of room. Give yourselves plenty of room when you're stopping. Watch out for those, like I said, as you're changing from one road to the other, ramps, intersections, those are going to be the spots that may have not got the attention some of the others have. And if you do have to get out, go to our travel information map, MoDOT.org, and check the map, see what the conditions are before you head out. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Next up, we have our partner from that Missouri Highway Patrol. Come on up, Andy.
Sergeant Gadberry with the Highway Patrol. MoDOT's pretty much hit on everything I was going to hit on. I want to say thank you to everybody who did stay in today and last night. We didn't have a lot of issues. We had a few wrecks here and there that did cause some slowdowns or some blockage, but they were taken care of pretty quick. And MoDOT was able to get out there and get the roads cleared for us so we could open things back up. Since about 10 o'clock yesterday when this really started in Troop C, through about noon today, we've had, as in Troop C, 206 calls for service, 62 stranded motorists, and we've worked around 36 to 40 motor vehicle crashes, minor and serious crashes. That's really not a lot for what we've seen in the past. So again, that's just a big thank you to everybody who stayed in and didn't get out there on the roadways. We do have extra coverage out continuing through tonight and tomorrow, just due to the cold weather and the continued snow. Like they said, the snow's still going to be on the roadway. It's still going to be covered. It's still going to be dangerous out there. So if you can continue to stay home, so they can get the roads cleared. But we are out there in the metro areas. Obviously, our response time is going to be a little quicker, whether it's us or a local agency getting out to you. If you're in a rural area, it might take us a little longer to get to you, but we do have 24-hour coverage. If you find yourself off the road, whether a crash or a slide off or whatever it may be, stay in your vehicle, stay buckled up, give us a call, 911 or star 55, so that we can get out and help you out. But be patient with us as we're still responding to a lot of calls. So again, I can't reiterate how important it is to stay off the road if possible, stay home, stay warm. But if you do get out, fill your car up with gas, make sure you got extra coat, a blanket, some water and snacks, and a charger for your phone so that you can make phone calls if need be. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. I hope you picked up today that I, as the district engineer MoDOT, am pretty dang proud of what the team has done. Our partners, what they've done, what our MoDOT team members who have dedicated numerous days and nights to fighting this storm, and we still have a lot in front of us to do. But really, I want to make sure I say a big thank you to not just all of our partners, but the traveling public for your patience, your cooperation. It's truly been an all-hands-on-deck effort. The MoDOT crews, law enforcement, emergency response, the media, and all of you as citizens working together to keep everyone safe. Final reminder, the National Weather Service advised us that the snow is almost over, but there's still a lot of extreme temperatures coming. Still, we have to deal with wind. We are still continuing to ask everyone to stay at home during this storm unless travel is absolutely necessary. By doing so, it will continue to give our crews the space that they need to work efficiently, and they will continue to do that, and they're going to make a big difference. Even after that snow ends, we encourage you to go to Travel Information Map or to call us directly so you understand the condition of the road that you want to drive on before you actually jump on them. Together, we can all keep Missouri safe. Thank you.